All right, it feels like May is blooming, so welcome to your May numerology for 2024. I'm Jennifer, and welcome to your readings at the round table. All right, so I'm going to do a quick overview of the astrology. Some of you have had questions about this. I go into more detail about the astrology for the month, especially the 2 weeks surrounding the new moon and the full moon, when I do the zodiac readings for the new moon and the full moon. So if you want more details from me, make sure that you check out your zodiac readings, where I do have an intro that covers like all the stuff that's going on around that new moon or full moon. Okay? All right, so we're kicking off May with Pluto going retrograde on May 2nd. Yeah, so Pluto is essentially kicking off this retrograde season, if you want to call that. I don't count Mercury in when I say retrograde season, because Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. Not once a year, not once every 2 years. Mercury goes retrograde a lot, so I don't count that. Pluto is going retrograde until October the 11th. And here's something fun. Pluto is going to retrograde back into Capricorn starting on September 1st. So that's going to be fun for all of us that have a lot of Capricorn in our charts. Yeah. On May the 4th, it's just a little side note for me. May the 4th be with you. Huge Star Wars fan. I can't help it. I'm a geek. On the 7th, we have a new moon in Taurus. It hits its peak at 11:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we have on the 15th, Mercury moves into Taurus. On the 20th, the sun moves into Gemini. So we're opening up Gemini season. Love that. On the 23rd, we have the full moon in Sagittarius, which hits its peak at 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the same day, we have Venus moving into Gemini. This is a good place for Venus. The place that Venus really doesn't like to be is Virgo. I mean, who can blame her? I'm a Virgo, so yeah, I get that. All right, then on the 25th, we are wrapping up the month with Jupiter moving into Gemini. Now, this is not a favorite place of Jupiter because Jupiter does rule Sagittarius. So this is not the favorite place for Jupiter. The fall position for Jupiter is actually Capricorn, but we're gonna have Jupiter in Gemini for the next year. Jupiter changes signs every 12 to 13 months. So Jupiter has camped out in Taurus a long time now. So we're going to sort of jump into a new wave of interest and new freshness here. And I am going to go into this in greater detail when I do the full moon and Sagittarius readings for the zodiac signs. So for May, we are ending the month with 3 planets in air plus Sun and South Node. So we've got Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun in Gemini. We have South Node in Libra, and we have Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Then we have 2 planets in water, which is Saturn and Neptune, both in Pisces, and Neptune rules Pisces. I just always like to point this out. Then we have 2 planets in Earth, which is Uranus and Mercury. And then we have 1 planet in fire and plus North Node. And both are in Aries. Mars and North Node are in Aries right now. And Mars loves being in Aries because Mars rules Aries. Oh, I know. It's great. I really think that May is going to be a wonderful step in to right before we get to that summer energy. You know, it's like the end of spring, but we're stepping into summer. I think this is going to be a wonderful time for it. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to talk to you more about this Pluto retrograde and Jupiter moving into Gemini. But again, make sure you check out your zodiac readings from me if you want to hear this information from me. If you don't, that's okay. There's a million of us on YouTube, so check them out. All right, so I am going to be pulling from 2 card decks today, the usual Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards. These are my favorites for numerology. So let's see what your life path number is for the next month, for all of May. Hello, Life Path 7, and welcome to your May numerology. And May for you, Life Path 7, is really fascinating. I'm going to tell you, because it's an 11-2 month for you. So you're feeling the vibe of both the 11 energy and the 2. And they're similar, but they're different. You know, the 11 carries the vibration of the 2. It's a lot. So let me tell you, with this 11-2 energy, this is definitely a time of a lot of intuition coming into you. It's enlightenment. It's creating a new way of communicating. And this is all the 11 energy that's coming in, like that I'm talking about right now. This is a time of illumination and inspiration. That's what 11s are. Well, except for my husband. I'm not sure how much he actually inspires like me to do housework. I'm just kidding. But this is really a time of powerful creativity. 11 gives you an opportunity to convert dreams into reality. Oh, who doesn't love that? Seriously. This is really a great time to accept divine inspiration that is coming into you. So be aware of it. Pay attention, because the inspiration that is coming into you is coming in from the divine. Oh, yeah. You could also open yourself up more to like the clairaudience or clairvoyance if you're so inclined, but you can offer yourself like that kind of energy coming in. It truly is a wonderful time. The mantra of the 11 is, I am divine inspiration, making a difference in the world today. And that is truly what 11 wants to do. It wants to embrace others and just bring in like all of that energy so that we're all feeling good, so that we're all feeling inspired. We're all feeling that creativity. They don't want to leave anybody out. Yeah. So the shadow side of an 11 is problems embracing humility. So you may get a little bit up on your high horse this month. Nothing wrong with that. It can be too sensitive, which could create some nervous tension. I've seen that. This is also people that can be very impractical. I know. It's good to get grounded when you're in a time of 11. And this is something that I do see with, Dr. Seuss all the time, is that you have to learn to interact with others publicly. That 11 energy is just like wanting to keep it all inside. I know. Isn't that fun? The lesson of the 11 is embracing humility, altruism, and the willingness to convert fantasy into action. And action is what we see with the 2 energy. The 2 energy is about balance. It's about harmony. It's love. It's diplomacy. It's about any kind of partnership, whether we're talking about romantic partnerships, families, business, friends, communities, work groups, coffee clutches, whatever. It's any kind of relationship. It's any kind of partnership that's really, really important to the vibration of the 2. It's about cooperation and having an open heart. They want to make soul connections. The 2 energy wants you to make a soul connection here, Life Path 7. And how amazing would that be for you? I mean, that's fun, isn't it? This is also a time of law of attraction. So the 2 embraces that law of attraction energy like nobody's business. So if you want it, you have to envision it. You have to bring in that energy, which is a lot like converting dreams into reality. Yeah. The mantra of the 2 is, with an open heart, I joyously receive and offer infinite love. This is definitely about balance. You have to have action as well as like the dream. You have to, in order to manifest truly, you have to use the law of attraction, but you have to work towards it. Manifesting is work. It truly is. And I think this is an important component here. The shadow side of a 2 is placing others above the self. Oh, that's a hard one. Being indecisive, oversensitive, timid, becoming the martyr or victim mentality. I do see this a lot with people that are 11-2s, but I can see that difference too when I'm in an 11-2 month. I can feel that. And I try to not fight against it, but I try to acknowledge it and then just go, you know what? It's okay. It's okay for me to be an individual. It's okay for me to be different. And that is something about the two, is that it's hard for people that are in a 2-month or are a 2 life path to maintain individuality when they're part of a partnership, a couple, or a group. Maintain your individuality. It's okay. You're awesome just the way you are. All right, the lesson of the 2 is how do we cooperate, love, and connect and open our hearts without losing ourselves. Ooh, that's really deep, isn't it? I mean, and for you, I think this is such a wonderful thing because the 7, you know, your energy is all about spiritual expansion. It's all about that spiritual connection. And whether it's to other people, whether it's to the universe, to nature, to whatever it is, you want to open up. You want to make that connection. You want to expand. And I think this is so wonderful. I think this is also giving you an opportunity to expand your metaphysical or spiritual knowledge, which is something that you're here to do, because this is a time of law of attraction. This is a time of intuition and enlightenment. I just so love this. I'm going to remind you of your mantra, which is, I am graceful spirit, finding insight, beauty, and peace all around me. How can you not love that? I love, however, that my cat back here was laying here and totally wrecked my crystals. But we're not going to get into that. I'm going to try really hard not to focus on it while I pull your cards. Can't believe she did that. Well, actually, I can believe she did that because I think she and Mouse like play with my crystals when they're in my office at night, because they don't like the other cats that are in the house. So they're in my office at night, and you know, I come in here some mornings and it looks like the crystals have had a dance party all night. Really, Mercury? She's like, I don't care. I know, she spilled my Diet Coke today. I knew she didn't care then either. All right, Life Path 7. Let me see what the advice cards we have for you. And I have had some questions about me reading from the book on the crystal reading cards. I do read from the book on a couple of decks. And one of them is Moonology and one of them is the crystal reading cards. There's one other deck that if I use them all the time, I would definitely read from the book on them, because it's so chock full of information, and that's exactly why I read from the book on those decks, because it's so chock full of information. I'm not going to shortchange you by not giving you that information, and I don't think it's cheating. So if you watch my zodiac readings at all, you'll see that I don't read from the book. Okay. Oh, I like this. Una. I think I'm saying that right. Easy does it. This is awesome. All right, let's see what we got in the crystal reading cards. Okay, sorry. I'll stop shuffling, I promise. Ooh, orpiment, success. I like that. Those cards match. You know how I feel about that. Okay. Una, I think I'm saying that right. Not sure. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. I like that. Oh my gosh. I turned right to this. I never do that. I turned right to it. Okay. This is orpiment, it's success. The medicine of orpiment encourages you to strive and succeed in everything you put your intention and energy into. Manifesting, law of attraction, seriously. It works intimately with the element of fire as it burns through any doubts and brings a deeper sense of focus, strength, and embodiment of self. In this space, you can find the recipe for success and the support of the universe to manifest your dreams and passions. Holy crap. This is definitely a great thing for you this month. I mean, converting dreams into reality, law of attraction, this is you. Okay, sorry, I'm back. This is a manifestation crystal. It allows you to connect to new projects and ideas, connects to the warrior energy within, creating strength and courage in your life. It aligns to success in your life and assists in holding and staying focused on the clear, positive intentions. It supports strength and commitment to the self. I love these cards for you. I really do. I think this is going to be an excellent month. An excellent month of May. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 7. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month of May with your 11-2 energy happening. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you are so inclined. And make sure you check out your zodiac readings, and there will be more information on all of the transits, the astrology, and all that stuff when I do the new moon and the full moon readings on the zodiac readings. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month again. And until we see each other next Life Path 7, get out there and make your magic. Bye.